we finally get to start building in the van.
What, is it not working?
We're gonna have to expand the hole.
Fudge.
It's a bummer, man.
It's a bummer, man.
And this nifty rolly doodad.
All right, Kate, open her up. So we're giving this another shot today. The guy on the phone was claiming that we needed to just kind of manhandle it into place. So apparently these Ford Transit frames bend a little bit easily once you get the base off. I'm not really seeing that, but I'm gonna give it a shot because he says that he's sold 1,500 of these and not had any issues. So maybe I'm an idiot, but let's find out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
So we're currently waiting to get COVID tested. Bentley and I both have weekends that we want to go see some friends, so we thought that we should go get tested, but now we're just waiting in line. Again, it's early.
Well, this is pretty crazy. Some time has passed since we last talked, and now I am down at Dodger Stadium getting COVID-19 tested. So the reason we're coming down here to get tested right now isn't because we're feeling sick or anything. It's because Katie is going on a camping trip for her 30th birthday with her friends, and I am doing a fantasy football weekend coming up. And we all just want to make sure we're safe before we meet up with all of our friends. And to be honest, Katie and I haven't really been away from each other since the beginning of quarantine, which is kind of crazy. So this will be our first time apart and really our first time hanging out with anybody in kind of a normal scenario. And we just really wanted that, so everybody involved is getting tested, and then we're quarantining until we hang out. Check this out. This is like the apocalypse here. There's Katie right there, if you can see her.
I hope we're negative.
We're negative?
I hope so.
Oh yeah, me too. Anyway, you might be wondering, you're like, why are you driving this van right now? Well, the reason we ran into so many issues and why there's been a delay in this episode is because we initially were having our flares installed by a company up north about an hour and a half to 2 hours north of Los Angeles. They just completely dropped the ball on the job. So now what we're gonna have to do is drive up there to pick up our flares, the actual product, and then drive 4 hours south to San Diego to drop off the van and the flares for them to be installed. We are doing most things ourselves, but when it comes to the flares, it's a 6-foot hole in the side of a brand new 2020 van. I just didn't feel comfortable doing it, so we brought in the professionals to help us. And in addition, they were down for a really, really small fee to just, as you saw in the last episode, we were having trouble lining up the holes on our Ecoboost swivel seat here. They're just gonna knock that out for me as well. Just bend the base to fit the Ecoboost swivel seat while they're working on the flares. So basically what that means for us is once we get that all done, we actually get to start this van build in its entirety. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys on the road.
Bentley left to go get the flares, and because we didn't have the seat installed, I didn't get to go with him. But now I'm gonna go pick him up. But I just opened the door. Look what's here! They are our thin slits that we are using to insulate the van. At least I think it is. It looks like insulation, doesn't it? Yeah. Now I get to see if I can carry these. They look, okay, they're not that heavy. They're just cumbersome. Ooh. Not that hard. What do you think of that? What is it? What is that? What is it? Oh, you gotta stretch? Yeah, you should probably stretch it out. We are headed to San Diego to go pick up Bentley. Murph's freaking out. She doesn't know where he is. When I was loading the car, she was howling. I'm toweling on you, girl. She was howling. I don't know if a siren went by or truck. She sometimes does that. Turkey, let's go. You gonna go get dad? Where's your boy? You go get your boy? Oh, I should probably take off your leaf. Come here. Mwah. Let's go.
All right, so we just drove up to Santa Barbara. I got our Flare Space flares. We have our C.R. Lawrence awning window that's gonna go in the flare. And now all we have to do is drive 4 hours down to San Diego to Rogue Van to get these flares installed. See you guys on the other side. All right, we made it to San Diego. About to go in and have them start the install. It's a big day, guys. This is a big day.
All right, I think I found him. There he is. Next time we see her, those will be up there. Well, that'll be gone. These will be there. That chair will be spinning. The clock's still ticking, Bentley. Do you hear that clock ticking? You said 30 minutes.
How does it feel to be vanless?
It's a little scary to be vanless right now.
Bentley just signed our van over to somebody.
2 months have passed.
We came to pick up our van. We're very excited. We can see the flares are done. But when we got inside, the swivel seat wouldn't swivel. They installed it wrong. They didn't put the cords through. So after some phone calls, they're fixing it. We just have to wait. It's kind of a bummer, but she's done.
Flare time?
It's flare time.
It doesn't look like much, but we're hoping this makes it so I can lay sideways in here.
It's very expensive.
It's pretty wide. I think it'll fit us.
Yeah, but look how much it gives us.
Hopefully this wasn't a huge mistake.
I mean, is it worth the investment is the question.
We will tell you once we build a bed and see if I can lay in it sideways.
Let's go look at the other one.
That door clears well. That's awesome. I love it. Makes it look different. All right, Kate, open her up. The flares are done. Look at that. What do we have, a window? Woo! So we still need to add the insulation and trim here, but we're gonna do that with our build. As you can see, it gives us a lot more room in about this area and drops us in even further. So a guy that is about my height should, if all goes as planned, be able to sleep sideways. What do you think, baby?
I love it. Good morning, friends. Welcome to the van with my newly installed swivel chair. This morning I am going to be kill matting the van. Bentley is still asleep. I'm trying to beat the heat. This is what we did together on the floors, and I pretty much laid most of the kill mat. He did the cutting. So this is the sound dampening. We're going to do that to the walls because right now it's so loud here. Okay, right now this is just a big tin box and it echoes so loud. Obviously it'll help when we have stuff in it, but this kill mat is supposed to help make it quieter, better experience when we're driving. So I have my coffee, let's do this. Before we actually adhere the kill mat to the walls, we need to clean them off. When we got this van brand new, it was pretty clean in here. The floors, I mean, we wiped it down before the kill mat. But now that we've had this for 3 months, we've had body work done, we've had people in here, it needs some cleaning. And I was able to find some isopropyl alcohol yesterday in San Diego at CVS, which I was unable to find that here in LA or online. So we're gonna wipe this all down before we get to sticking and see how dirty it actually is. Pretty dirty. The tools that we need: boxy kill mat, box cutter, and this nifty rolly doodad. You should also wear gloves. I forgot to mention that. I didn't bring mine out here. I thought that I was not going to have to cut these because I thought that they would fit perfectly. However, I need to cut about 2 of these squares off, which isn't a big deal, but I didn't bring gloves out here. None of the gloves really fit me. I have tiny hands.
Small hands. Put your hands on top of mine, like they're my hand.
Yeah. Like that?
Yes.
Okay.
That looks like my hands.
And it makes it really hard to work with something where you're like, you have to peel off this paper. Maybe it won't be as bad because the floor was like tiny pieces, but I do have to cut it. Not a big deal. Also, my headphones are dead. The camera card was just full. I've already recorded all of this, hence why I already have kill mat on the walls. But I did turn the knob or the key of the van to charge my AirPods just a little bit, so I can put some music on and get to work because this is very loud. You'll hear, and my arm is very tired already, so I think I need to just put on some music, just zone out, and just get this whole thing done because there's not much more to say about it. We're basically just sticking this onto the walls.
What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
I think I nominate Bentley to finish the ceiling because this is the most awkward part of it, trying to reach up. So this is angled, that made it a little bit easier on me. But yeah, I'm not tall enough. I'm also quite concerned that I'm not doing this hard enough. Kind of got called out by Killmat on Instagram, so Bentley's here. Do it to it.
Do what?
Your job. I hand the torch.
Hey guys, I'm Bentley. Katie has been crushing it in here, obviously, but I don't know where I land on this camera. Maybe here?
It's probably really close.
Here?
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
You should just all the way back here.
All the way back here.
Here you go.
I guess it's my turn to start rolling.
I was saying I got called out by Killmat on Instagram because it looked like I wasn't pressing hard enough, so Bentley needs to do it. We need more muscle.
It is getting flatter.
It's our van's heartbeat.
Today is the day that we finally get to start insulation, which means that we finally get to start building in the van. As you know, because we've talked about it way too much, I was gonna say something else, but we live downtown LA, and that is the sound of it, and I'm gonna have to restart this again. And now we can finally start on our insulation. So tonight we are installing the Thinsulate over the kill mat that Katie's been working on today. And once that's installed, we can actually get to work building.
I got gloves.
She's returned with gloves.
And I sprayed myself some chemicals to kill the bugs.
Some bug spray for context.
There's bugs.
There's bugs. Katie is finishing up the kill mat over there. Well, I am getting started on finishing the mat that we started like 3 weeks to a month ago at this point. It has become a death trap. Every time we step on it, it slides almost immediately. So I'm getting the Velcro attached to this, and we are trying, if you remember from our other videos, nothing will stick to this mat. So we're just trying epoxy. We're going for the big guns, seeing if epoxy sticks, and if it does, then this will be fixed tonight. So this part right here is going to be under the kitchen sink. That will be here, so we won't need to worry about it, you know, running in and we won't need to worry about the slipping as much. But over here, I really laid it down thick. It actually fills the gap pretty flat here between these little edges. And I think it should act as a real great stopper for when you like slam your foot here. The next step is applying epoxy to our Velcro that we've just laid down, because as we know, 3M tape will not stick to this rubber mat no matter what we've tried. So we're gonna try epoxy. I'm gonna mix this up and see if we can make some magic happen here. If not, I'm just gonna bolt this thing to the freaking floor, because I've been doing everything in my power to make it removable so we could spray it off. Man, I'm parched.
You okay?
Yes! I've done everything in my power to make it removable so we can spray it off when it gets dirty. But if this doesn't work, I think we may have to bolt this bad boy to the floor. I don't have any other options. Epoxy seems to be the last step. Well, that was pretty hectic. We got the mat glued down with the epoxy just before it started drying and getting extra tacky. I did not do the greatest order of operations for this, but check it out. I think we finally may have solved this problem. It seems like it's stuck. I'm gonna go get some weights to put on it, and only time will tell. When you don't have any weights, you just use you and your lady's feet to do it. Hey friends, welcome to Bentley and Kaitie's van build.
Oh my god. Start over.
Today's the day. I believe I've already said that before in this video, but it's time to stick the insulation on the walls and ceiling. So first, we're gonna cut these pieces out to about the size they're supposed to be, and then fine tune the cuts to kind of like fit these special weird shapes over here. Once we have that cut, we're gonna spray a bunch of this 3M90, which is highly toxic, and if you follow the series, you know it doesn't go away very fast. Then we will install what will be a perfectly cut piece of Insulate.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be awake.
Are you fading on us?
Yeah, I pretty much worked on the van from like 11 a.m. to like 3, and then again from 6 to now, which now is like, what is this?
It's like almost 9.
Yeah, and it maybe doesn't sound like a lot of work, but I was doing this motion constantly.
Yeah, that's something maybe we shouldn't share. The motion that you're doing constantly.
It maybe doesn't seem like a lot of work.
Yeah, let's show them what this is. This may seem like as easy as sticking stickers all over the place.
No, I got blisties.
Tell them how easy it is.
All over my hands. I got the blisties. And now we get to breathe in toxic fumes, so.
Who needs a ruler?
Scissor drop.
Feeling cozy. That's good. I'll fit there nicely. Last time we did this, we almost passed out from fumes. So that's a good sign that using a lot of it is probably really healthy. This is not going well.
And for my next trick.
Take 3. I am spraying 3M adhesive all over this area right here. Boom. And we're gonna take this right here and slap it on here once this adhesive gets tacky. Let's do this. 4 to 6 inches away. This feels so wrong.
It feels so wrong! You're not even getting it on the van? Are you scared?
I'm scared of the van.
Oh my god, that reeks.
It's fuming.
It's so bad. I feel like I'm in a nail salon.
So this is up. We think this is what you're supposed to do. In about 30 minutes, it should be set. And that's one panel. Tell them, Katie.
It's 9:30 and I want to go eat dinner.
Tell them what's happening.
I'm quitting. I want to go eat dinner. I'm hungry. It smells in here.
We have so much to do still, but we did achieve like kind of 1.5 panels. But she's right. It's been a long day. She's been working her bum off. She did everything all around us that says the brand Killmat on it. Whew. It's so hard to breathe in here and in this mask. It's a lose-lose situation. Anyway, we're gonna go eat some dinner. We may come out here again tonight to finish everything off, but in the meantime, it's time to eat. Let's grab. What's up, guys? How's it going? It reeks like fumes in here still from the 3M. It has been 24 hours since I last talked to you. We did not come back out here. We had a lot to do today for work, so we postponed working until late at night. Katie's actually still working, but I think I'm gonna get to the insulate, to the Thinsulate here. Jeez, you can tell I'm already tired. Anyway, let's get after this. I think it's time to check on our experiment. I totally forgot about it, but we tried epoxy on a rubber mat with 3M tape, and hopefully it finally works. And overnight we have been setting this plywood and weights on top of it to see if it'll stick. God damn it. It's not sticking. It's like kind of sticking. I don't even want to take it off all the way just so we don't slip on this thing, but it is not working. It'll peel off if I just give it the slightest tug. Epoxy is not even working, guys. If anybody has an idea out there that's better than just screwing this mat to the floor, please let me know. Well, that was tough. Whoever said insulation was easy, I've never talked to, because insulation's not easy. But we did both walls, fully insulated, even in those little tight cubbies that are impossible to get to. Pro tip, grab yourself a couple pairs of gloves, because all the edges are sharp as hell. And sorry, we got a hog going by. If you wear these, you can really get in there and shove the Thinsulate in, but if you don't have these, your hands would be sliced to hell. I still think I might have sliced hands. It feels like a little bit.
Oh, the van says it's time to go to bed.
The man has been woken up.
How'd you do that? What you doing up there?
Here, I'll show him.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. This is what we're working with. This is the top of our van. It has looked cleaner. That's Katie. Alright, so the goal today is we need to take off these caps. Actually, just these ones with this shape. Alright guys, here is a closer look at what we're working with. So if you look inside there, that is where we are going to mount the roof rack mounting pads, and then the rails will sit on top of those. So it's time to get to work.
And now you've got yourself something funky.
Sucks.
What, is it not working?
We're gonna have to expand the hole.
Fudge.
And it's not perfectly lined up. I need a metal drill bit to be able to do it.
Do we not have those tools?
We don't have a metal drill bit right now.
Bummer.
It's a bummer, man.
It's a bummer, man.
This is a bummer, man. That's a bummer.
If you guys don't know, building a van is full of minor bummers that happen all the time. I just need to expand it just a little bit. Like, it's basically a hole within a piece of sheet metal. So it's like a bigger hole that's in the sheet metal, and then below is like a bolt. But because it's off-centered just a little bit, just like our swivel seat, like, thanks Ford, I have to expand the hole a little bit. And we have to wait.
When are you gonna get one?
Tonight or tomorrow, we have to go get a drill bit.
Got it.
Work on some insulation.
Okay. Get down.
Shit.
right, we're doing the door. Let's do the door. You got your doors.
Come on down for your fake doors. You need fake doors? I got fake doors.
Oh my god, this is like one of those slow motion videos.
Damn. Weird. I'm gonna give it a squeeze. It like doesn't get on your fingers, but it's like tacky.
Foot by foot and a half?
Yeah, those are good ones to work with. Give me a foot by a foot and a half, and we'll patch this bad boy together. You and me, baby. This is the last piece to the wall insulation. Katie, if you could show them. We still need to be 100% sure on our...
Oh, come on.
I got it. Allow me.
All right.
We still, if Katie could show you, we still haven't decided exactly where our fan and AC unit are going. So we're a little hesitant to finish all that insulation. But once we get the roof rack up and the solar panels on, I think we can, with absolute certainty, put in the insulation. But this is the last piece in the meantime. We completed a project today, in my opinion. Let's make sure I don't break it right now. But I believe it'll be completed. What's great about Thinsulate versus pretty much every other version of this is you can just like cut it to size and squeeze it in just about anywhere. You can do that with wool, but it's a little more difficult, and the other stuff is permanent. So like, this is what I'm into. This was easy. It was a little more expensive, but I think it was worth the money.
It was cheaper than wool though, wasn't it? Just like slightly.
It was slightly cheaper than wool. We finished the insulation on the walls, so that's somewhat of an accomplishment. We didn't get the roof rack installed today, but tomorrow's another day. We're gonna get that bad boy installed. She doesn't want to do this monologue anymore. It's time to go to bed. It's pretty late if we haven't told you. What time is it, like 10 or 11?
I don't know. It's so late. It's 11:22. I think we're cursed with having energy at different times of the day.
Yeah, I get stoked about the build in the evening, and Katie is usually pretty upset about it. So if she ever looks like, you know, a little bit perturbed, it's probably because I forced her to come out here close to midnight and work on this van with me. I'm just a night owl. What can I say? Anyway, let's let her get to bed. We'll see you tomorrow.
And we're back.
Hey guys.
Tell them what we're doing.
We got ourselves a metal drill bit. We're gonna put our first hole in the van ourselves. Got it.
You doing the drenching?
Katie's doing the shake.
Was it good? What do you think?
Did you do it?
I think so.
Is it shook up enough? I think it needs more.
More? Some white paint.
So I just had to drill a hole a little bit wider so that we could install our, what did we do?
Our roof rack thing.
So we can install our roof rack. See how the hole wasn't wide enough? I had to drill it a little bit wider, and then we covered it with a little bit of primer paint with some gloss so that it doesn't rust. While we wait for that to dry, we're gonna move on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
Let's do it.
We installed 10 of the 12 pads for our roof rack, but there is a 6th on each side here that has none of the internal hardware to like mount the bolt to. So we're waiting to hear back from the creator of this roof rack, because this is one of the first ones that they have released. So once we hear back on that, we will install the 6th pad on, you know, basically what we're supposed to do, because it is just like a giant hole through the van, and I assume we need a washer that it didn't come with. And then tomorrow we are enlisting my dad to help us out with actually mounting the roof racks, because you need 2 people and 2 ladders. We have 1 ladder and Katie's a little short.
Okay.
So We're getting my dad to help out so we can flip the VHB, which is basically like 3M stickiness. That's like way stickier than that even. And we kind of have to like flip it and stick them all perfectly all at the same time, so you need 2 people for that job. So we did the best we could do for today, and then if we hear back from them tonight, we'll install that 6th pad. If we hear back from them tomorrow, we'll install that 6th pad and then have my dad help actually put the whole rack on. We're currently installing the T-nuts into our roof rack, and hopefully it fits up there. All of the mounting hardware is already installed up top. And this is my dad. This is Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce, do you want to be on our YouTube?
Yeah, I guess I am. Here, just do this stuff here. I think just make these, don't you think? You want them like that? Is what you
I don't know.
decided?
Is that? I was just thinking like, cause you can at least separate.
Okay, so then
We could do it either way,
No.
really, as long as there's enough room to separate the 2.
Look, Dad ladders and son ladders.
We've made it so we're adding all of these ahead of time and then just sliding the rail onto them. At least we think it's gonna work. This has been more challenging than we thought it was gonna be. Pretty much like everything van build related. We're at my dad's house, which is definitely in a hotter region of Los Angeles. So it's like 97 degrees on top of this van. Oh, hey, over there.
Didn't see you there.
Didn't see you there. How's it going, friends? Still installing bolts. Katie's snacking.
I brought the snacks.
Katie's making us some snacks.
This is for everybody.
What do we got on the menu today?
We have carrot chips, hummus, peanut chips, some apple sauces,
Oh, you gotta love this house.
and 1 granola bar. We're gonna have to fight
That
for
granola bar's for you. I saved it for you.
You
by the way.
did?
Yeah.
It's for me?
push it in.
There we go. That's a huge relief once you get to there.
Okay, remember this one is the one I make go the other way. Watch this way. So there's room to flip.
Oh, I see. Got it? We've got it one step closer. Everything is mounted to the top and fits nicely.
right.
Now we're gonna put the VHB tape down and then mount the rack. We should be good to go.
Off. Push it right down in, line it up nice, right?
Yeah. And then you can see.
Then you can see and you don't have to worry about the whole van just perfect.
The final step
On that,
towards the front, just a hair. I don't know why he's in flip-flops, but he's on the highest thing.
Alright, I got it. Let me know when you want me to press the button.
Bentley got cock in his hair.
Sometimes you get Loctite in your hair. This bolt's right here, a little long. Just chopping them off.
Are you not scared?
little hair.
Should we have protective gear?
I
Yeah.
have it on. I have glasses.
He don't give an F about nothing.
Taking two things on.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Here, he's gonna go up,
Now what are you doing?
out, then just
So instead of chopping these bolts, which have been touching,
look at how
it makes a rattly sound when you're driving. We're just gonna flip them.
12 yards to give Hardman the time to
Bruce's
run
idea.
that double move. Very similar
Bruce to the rescue.
lost play from the Super Bowl, right?
She's a beaut. The roof rack is installed.
I did it all.
Katie did it all by herself. And then as you can see down here, the bolt used to touch, but my dad came up with the idea of flipping it, which was genius. So now it's up there, and now our seat rotates without issue. So this has been a crazy episode. It has spanned over a few weeks. You might have been wondering, like a lot of the comments have said, where have you guys been? Are you gonna keep doing this build? Did something go wrong? The answer is nothing went wrong, except for the fact that everybody is trying to convert a van at the same time, especially in Southern California.
Thank you guys for joining us on this journey.
please like and subscribe, as they say.
Hit that bell to be notified
Hit
when
the
new
bell.
episodes come out, because as you can tell, we skipped a couple weeks. But we didn't want to like take you on some boring adventure to like put a pad
You
where
would have
our
seen us
arm
just
is, or like
sitting on the computer ordering items.
We just did all the research for the last couple weeks. So we're not going to give you boring stuff, only the fun stuff. And from now on, you will see a new episode every week. We have all the parts to do this van, so nothing should be holding us back. We can't tell you when we're going to be done with the van, but you will have a new episode to see where we're going every week.
Till next time.
All right, so once again, hit that like and subscribe button. That just tells us you like what we're doing and we should keep doing it. Comment to tell us we suck. A couple people already have. And yeah, this has been fun. We're gonna get back to work tomorrow and really get this thing going. And we can't wait to show you what's ahead. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next one. This is where I initially had it going, is ending here. This part is 14 by 14, but
Right.
this part's 25. So
Okay.
it takes 25 of roof real estate.